We only have mountains on our TV, but meowdy, everyone. How's it going?
Yes.
Thanks to Donnie Pearson, Matthew Thompson, Toku Kid, Edward Sanchez for being in the chat. I feel like this is one of the biggest live from Gallifrey chats that we've had.
We've had in quite a while, so we
It
appreciate
is.
that you guys are actually here with
It's been 3 weeks
us.
since I've been on. I hope you guys enjoyed producer Josh as Talent Josh the last
That's right.
2 weeks that we had.
That's right. Now he's back to producer Josh, and we appreciate it still nonetheless.
Yeah, so we were talking about 2 episodes today. We decided since it's a part 1 and part 2 that we would talk about them combined. So we got the Impossible Planet
and the Satan Pit. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of you guys automatically hear Satan Pit, and you're thinking about something else. No.
What?
It's actually, yeah, exactly. You're welcome.
What's
Oh,
the
don't, no, you don't want to.
All right, I'll Google it later.
Shoot.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, moving on. Say it
Not
loud
that
enough for
Satan
that
Pit,
quiet.
but a literal Satan Pit in Doctor Who.
Yes.
This is the introduction of one of my favorite kind of recurring characters. It is
The Ood! Oh, boy.
They're so sexy. I like it.
Are
I like it.
they?
All
They're
those,
scary in
all
moments.
those little tendrils coming out.
They're scary in moments, though. Like, first time seeing them, I was like, oh. Like, it kind of takes you back.
That is true. We must feed.
Yeah, yes,
We
that's
must
what they
feed.
said. We must feed you.
We must feed you because you're our guests and we love to
Yes,
impress you guys.
they're servient. They're servient,
Look
like
at
kind
those
of
glowing red
bred
eyes.
species.
So sexy.
Oh
Like it.
boy,
Like
it just doesn't look. That you guys know what it looks like. I'm not gonna even go further into it, but you
I
guys
shouldn't
know
do that.
exactly what they
That's
look like.
Maybe I'll
that's
snip that
gonna-
later. And
Yeah,
it's gonna come
we're gonna
back
cut
haunt
that
me.
out. It's
Yeah.
gonna be yeah. Toku's not here yet.
And
Oh
they
no,
have
he
the-
is! Oh
and they have
god.
the little globes to translate. I like that.
Oh,
It's
so the tube, where is it connected?
in their oodlies.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it just, that tube goes in their little oodlies and.
Don't lie,
it's
you
in
want to
there.
be in there too.
Oh well.
But yeah. So we
Dude,
have an
honestly,
army-
that would be my issue. If we landed on the TARDIS lands and they're like, boom, hello, we are the Ood. I'll be right back, guys. That's immediately, I'm going to Captain Kirk the situation, which means I'm going to F my way across the galaxy. That's literally what I would do.
Right. And Common Rider Blue 01, yeah, I did change my shirt. I wanted to be Doctor Who themed.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Larry Newville, who's not in here yet, but I do like the shirt. Thank
Yeah,
you so
hey,
much.
sorry, I got this one.
But yeah, Daniel does want to be in there too. Toku Kid has it right. Who doesn't? Look at those boots. But yeah, they come in and they are really intimidating and they are super scary, but they just want to feed you. And on our show, that is Shay. If you ever wonder who he is.
Yes, that's right.
He'll
That
come in
man
sometimes.
definitely, he'll walk in immediately, hey,
I
want to give you guys some
feed
food, you know?
I ate some spicy chips that he brought. And
Man,
by spicy,
but
I mean they're like guacamole.
This is not immediately what we get to it, and it gives you that whole feel of where you are. It's rather claustrophobic.
Yes.
It reminds
Larry
me of
Newville is
Alien.
in the chat. Sorry to cut you off.
Shout out,
but
Larry
thank you so
Newville.
much for that super chat.
Yeah, it does remind me of Alien with the corridors being long and kind of like narrow, and you're like, well, why would you make them this way for a space station? It should be a little bit more, because the space station, that means a lot of ships will come down, a lot of ships with a lot of people. Give it more room. They make them small and very claustrophobic, so immediately you feel that way when you're watching this episode.
I do. And also, hey, what's up, Brian? How's it going? And then we could still refer to John as either John or the Blitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I love one of the scenes talking about the narrow gateways. One of like the best butt shots that we got to see of Rose crawling through the ventilation panels.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That was pretty good.
Like
She's
it.
got a little bum. She's
Like
got
it.
a good bum. I'm down for her bum. I'm not gonna say no to it.
And if Captain Jack were there, definitely things would have derailed. They wouldn't have been able to save the world. They would have been flirting too much. Hey, thank you so much, Sean, for that super chat. Which Doctor would you team up with? Oh, which Doctor would you team with a Ranger team? It depends. That's hard.
I would pick Capaldi, and I would have Capaldi actually not be in the field, but be more like a
Zordon?
Yep.
Yeah.
But he'd make those hard decisions where it's like, okay, kill him now, Tommy. And Tommy's like, well, I don't want to, just kill him.
Yep.
He's like, oh, bah, good job, Tommy. It would be one of those. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I also could kind of see Matt Smith as an Alpha 5, though.
Hey, yes,
Ay,
look at
ay,
those
ay.
shirts. We do love it. Oh, Matt Smith and Alpha 5.
Yeah, I feel like he would
can see
fit
him.
as one
He's
of
like,
those
oh, what we have to
characters,
do is blah, blah, he'd spin around. And yeah, that could work. I would go for that.
I could almost see Tennant as Ninjor. Just coming in out of nowhere and be like, hey, guys, nobody asked me, but I'm here and I don't want to leave. Or I don't want to go.
Why do you always gotta?
Ninjora, and then he disappears, and it's kind of a sad thing, and we never see from him again until you get.
Oh, now you're gonna clean it up. Yeah. Now you're gonna clean it up. That's some bullshit. So no, she always talks shit about Ninjora, guys. I'm just letting you know. I love Ninjora because I can do his voice. She always talks shit about Ninjora.
There's some point for him to come back,
Yeah.
but he would definitely be Tenant coming out of nowhere and like, I don't want to go.
I don't want to. Oh, that's true. Oh, then you're right.
Every single time, and he leaves, and it's just like the saddest thing ever. Where it's like I didn't even like Ninjora, but in that is a really good question. I kind of want to do maybe like one of those. Maybe you could do a mashup shirt.
Yes.
For the.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
I like that. Oh, did you know originally this planet was called?
Welcome to Hell.
Just Hell.
Just Hell. So this is actually was called
Hell. Yeah.
So when it says Welcome to Hell.
There you go. That's what they actually meant.
So that is what those ancient hieroglyphics, I guess, are kind of
pretty much breaking down. But I love it because they did notice immediately, because this is something also, it translated, the TARDIS translated the Welcome to Hell, but then didn't translate anything else.
Because it's too old and
yes.
it can't be translated. And we find out that Satan, or some variation of ultimate evil, is what they're going up against. Which is super interesting because we don't usually see a lot of like religious connotation.
Iconography or anything.
Yeah,
no, not
so
like that.
this one really dives deep into it, which is super interesting. Larry Newbell, of course, you like Ninjora. A lot of people do. I'm the outcast on that. Oh, I know Ninjora. That's my best impression.
She hates Ninjora.
Because I can't do it. I don't like anyone where I can't do their voice.
Nah, well, okay. Then that may be it. Okay, it can work. It can work. Yeah. I love Ninjora. I love him. Oh, my God.
But yeah, so like the whole thing is super weird. So we get the Ood. Find out they're in black hole. The first episode I feel like was not as captivating to me. It's just setting up everything that we need to know for the second portion. They're in a black hole. They're in orbit. They want to go explore, and buy TARDIS because that would make everything a little too easy for everyone. They can just escape. So the Doctor and Rose are like, yeah, I guess we'll help these people because we stuck and there's no TARDIS.
Did you know that I'm looking at trivia stuff here here on IMDb, and it's telling me right now the Ood, while possessed by the beast, say, "I shall become the manifest." That's the same thing that The Wire said on the Idiot's Lantern episode.
Oh, just a couple of, last week's episode.
Yeah, it's just right there. I didn't know that. So there were at least a few strings that they were connecting and running through that I didn't even realize about that.
And if we're talking about other strings, they brought up Torchwood with the main guy, and he's talking about he is...
he's a reference. He says he's like the archives.
He carries the archives for Torchwood, which I really like how that's gonna.
Oh, and then later they even reference the Beast and all these other things in Torchwood, and it becomes a big thing.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched Torchwood, but I know just a little bit of it. I've watched episodes here and there, and because Doctor Who fan, I hear a lot of stories.
That's right. Now this episode was supposed to take place in the 42nd century, so that means this happens after what happened in Torchwood.
Interesting.
So that means what happened in Torchwood.
They are referencing.
Yes, and then they later come back to it, which is a great thing. I do love that. That's interesting.
Really cool.
Because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
never think about numbers because everything is timey-wimey, but in a literal chronological sense, this is all.
Yeah, so this happens way after everything that we got concerning the Beast in Torchwood. This happens even after that.
And it is mentioned.
Toby
with the Beast markings. This was one of aside from the Ood being incredibly intimidating and kind of scary and a little bit of that macabre grotesque look, Toby is one of those too, especially with the flashing of the red eyes, and you see that he's possessed by the Beast and he has all of those markings on him. I really, really love these two episodes. Considering there's a lot of episodes that are kind of for me, and we talk about it every week, but I really love the Ood. I think Toby is a great character.
Toby, a great character, sympathetic close to the end, after, of course...
Rose,
let's get into it.
Rose is a murderer.
That's it. I mean, we're going to jump around this, and honestly, Rose is indeed a murderer. Rose killed Toby. Guys, don't ever forget that.
And he was only being possessed. So the way I took it, a lot of times it was there's no Toby left, and you want to argue, but I'm just he was just being possessed by the Beast. We see the Beast move in and out of people. They couldn't find some way to exorcise the Beast from Toby and save him. And Rose is nope, cut your belt. Out, shoot some windows, get some sucked out, and she's like, "Good job, me."
No, I think the farther they get away from where the Beast is, Toby would have been fine. That's
Yeah.
what I think. I think his grip was on just as close as he was.
Yeah.
Proximity. Because that's why he started to even act out more the farther they got from that planet, where he starts to throw the fire out and everything. He's never done that before. But all of a sudden, he's doing all these things because it's like, okay, it's really being expelled. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. But Rose happens to be a murderer, so Rose had to kill Toby.
And at the end, I feel like, they're all so proud. And I do like that, in memoriam at the very end, they mentioned Toby first. And,
Yes.
I do like that. And, yeah, Toby was possessed, and they were kind of in dire straits. But Rose knowingly was like, you've got to go, Toby.
Oh,
there is a
God.
demon inside of you, literally a demon inside of you. So I'm just going to have you sucked out into space.
But yeah, no, okay, with this being the case, so we know that the Satan or whatever it was like
beast.
the beast was supposed to be the ultimate evil.
Yeah.
But was it what we would consider Satan? The way Doctor explained it, he was like, yeah, well, he maybe has been here before. Man has been here in the universe. Man has been here for a relatively short time in the universe, blah, blah, and all that stuff. But so the thing is, was it really Satan or just
I
this
don't know.
alien with
But he
bad
says-
intentions?
He says that he has been there before any of the galaxies were even created.
Right.
So I do, and because the TARDIS couldn't decipher the language.
The language
that was
is
on
that
the wall,
old, right?
I do want to believe that he was one of the first evil, dark beings in the universe, and I kind of like that because even the Doctor, for a moment, is like he tries to downplay it, but also at the end when he says like, we are legends because they destroyed it. So he knows that this, whatever entity this is, was something that like he was not prepared for.
No.
Yeah.
They said actually originally in the production when they were writing it, they really didn't know what they were going to have at the bottom of the pit, and they said they considered either Davros or even the Master.
Oh, that would have been really good. I can't wait till we get to the Master episodes. Those are going to be so fun. Davros is too, and especially when you get to Capaldi. Man, that Capaldi episode.
Yes,
Davros.
that's true.
One of my favorites.
That's
If
true.
you want to get into the 12th Doctor, that's one of my favorites.
Oh,
But,
man.
yeah, I don't know. So Rose is a murderer. She congratulates herself on letting Toby.
Yeah,
and,
she was like, like you said, to pat herself on the
but
back.
I mean,
and
if
was
you
like,
were
I killed
going
him.
up against Satan, evil, the beast, whatever you want to call it, I mean, I might too. But you did kill Toby, so
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
don't
I
know.
like that. What did you think about the CG concerning like the beast?
It's obviously not great, but this is still very early Doctor Who.
Yes.
I actually really enjoyed it. It's
Thank
not
you.
the best. Like
Thank
I
you.
thought it was legit, especially for a TV series.
Uh-huh.
And we've seen some of the other stuff that they had to work with. This is one of the better CG characters. I feel like.
Definitely. Like you look at it, you're like, yo, they really took some time.
They
I
did.
do like this. I understand that yes, it was a suit, and then after that they went ahead
They
and added some
enhanced.
stuff onto it.
Yeah.
It did look good. For the time it was out, it looked good. Does it age well? No. Okay, who cares?
Yeah, but for
Blah,
the time
blah.
when this came out, I thought it was actually pretty phenomenal.
Shoot.
And like everything in these two episodes, like the costuming of the Ood was
Oh,
fantastic.
the Ood's still to this day.
Yeah, the markings and everything, they were able to create the suspense. Like, legit. I can't wait till the Ood come back too.
Oh boy!
Little
Now,
spaghetti monster faces.
also along with that, there it is.
The lantern?
Immediately, I was going to complain about this. The two vases. That's all that it was holding back the beast. Were these two vases?
it kept the beast like on lockdown for millennia.
Dude,
I guess.
all he had to do if he really wanted to was shake the earth hard enough, they would have just tipped over and fell and broke, right?
But also the people that trapped the beast originally, they kind of predicted that the Doctor would come because the Doctor was saying like, oh, they made this for me. They knew that I was coming, and this is the way that I'm going to
They
stop
predicted.
it.
Well, then there
was
were
a
other
weird kind of thing.
there were other predictions too. You said like,
Oh yeah, with the whole thing with Rose, and like, I love how the Doctor lies to her at the end too, where it's like, she's gonna die in battle, and Rose comes up and she's like, wait, what? She's like, just ignore it. It's not true. They totally made that up. But in the episodes, the Army of Ghosts and Doomsday, she actually does kind of enter the Battle of Canary Wharf, and that is kind of her end.
Unfortunately, that was it.
So, the beast knows what's up, and the Doctor probably kept that filed away in the back of his head. It's just like, well, I know the girl, she can't handle it.
Ooh, wow.
What's
Damn,
up?
I didn't think about that. No, I'm agreeing with you. Like, damn.
Yeah, so it's just like, he tries to downplay it, and I know it's for the sanity of Rose, but she doesn't actually die in battle, but technically she leaves this particular universe to go to a parallel one where she has everything. She has dad,
Yes,
doctor,
yes.
and she's so unhappy because she's in grief. definitely ain't great. But
Right.
yeah,
True.
I don't know. This episode kind of sets up a lot of stuff. Sets up Torchwood, sets up Rose, kind of sets up. I don't know. It was pretty fun. Do you have anything that really stuck out to you in this episode?
Well, like I said, I do like the kind of types of shadows. Well, he says, "Don't complain about the Vaz prisons." When your favorite character is
I know,
Ninjor,
right?
he says, "Is Ninjor in the Vaz?" He was. Ninjor was. That was like he was a genie. That's.
Yeah.
I mean.
And it broke out and went to the Power Ranger universe and randomly helped out our.
Exactly. Yeah. It was
Rangers.
like, oh, I'm free. Hello, Rangers. Oh no. Like, yeah, he did all that stuff.
Yeah.
Rub my lip. No, I'm good. Come on. No, get away from me, man. But.
Man.
I gotta say, still, the Demon, Toby, and what else? No, it's not on Netflix or Hulu. Actually, it's on
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime here in the
Amazon
US.
Prime has everything on there.
Yep.
The one other thing that I thought really stuck out in this episode that I'm not sure if it's the first time they mention it, even though we're rewatching all these, is the Beast tells the Doctor it's like you're the killer of your own people or something along those lines.
I think it may be the
Killer of
first
his own
time.
kind. I feel
think
like
it may
this
be
is
the
the
first time.
first insinuation in Doctor Who because I forget, like I already have this knowledge like packed away and I can't remember
Yeah.
which episode came up, and we learned the gravity. Or just the beginnings of it.
Well,
and
because
you're kind of like, wait, what? We
we
know
get
about
the-
the Time War. We know about,
Yes,
you know, with
we get
Eccleston and this whole
the
thing.
machinations of it. Like
Yes.
it's all beginning right there, and that's genius because the thing is, what the Demon did or what the Beast did was he picked at everyone
Yes.
and said everything else. The boy who lied, oh, you're this and blah blah. You left your family and you know
You're
your
gonna
wife to
in
die.
battle, and
You're
the killer
yes.
of your own kind.
Yes.
And Doctor's like,
And
who
it was
are
like,
you?
yes, that's when the Doctor was like, hold on, how do you know?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm
That's
not
his
even in that
greatest-
time
that's like
thing.
his
Yeah.
greatest secret aside from
Exactly,
his name that
exactly.
he keeps incredibly close to his heart.
Yes, yeah,
'Cause
but
that's what he's been escaping. That's what
Yes.
he's been escaping since John Hurtwood's Doctor, which we find on the 50th episode because timey-wimey. But yeah,
Like,
why he was
man.
getting progressively younger, why he was trying to
Exactly.
escape
He was
that.
running from that whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's exactly it. And I get it. And I love that. Oh my God.
And I think that's why the Beast really is this evil entity, and I kind of feel like he was beaten a little too easily. I know this is a two-parter and another like kind
was.
of like movie,
The
as you
Vaz.
call it, the movie thing. But
I
yeah, the
kind of
Vaz
felt
is
like it was a
nightmare.
movie. Because this one I felt was far more cohesive than the other two-parters that we've had. I feel this one was just very Doctor-centric
Yes.
two-parter. And
Yes.
that's what made it, for me, it's a Doctor Who movie. Later, I know we have a whole season where it's nothing but, like, movies.
And we'll get there, and you
Yeah.
can tune in every Sunday, usually around 6.
Usually around 6 p.m.
We had to push it to 7 because we went
Definitely.
off the rails with the Retro Ranger
Retro
wrap
Ranger
up.
wrap-
But if you want to catch that, go watch it on YouTube.
That's
We
right.
had a lot of cool announcements, especially for
Oh,
Cosmic Detectives,
man.
which we're working
Speaking
on.
of, oh, shoot. We just hit our mark to have our AMA for
On
Cosmic
Patreon,
Protectors.
we got
That's
$100.
right.
We finally got it, so we're going to be doing our first AMA. We're not sure who it's going to include. I think it should be maybe the writers and the story
I
developers.
think the writers, creators, story developers, so that would be Joseph, JD, Josh, and I think that's it. Right?
Yeah, for the main stories, I think that's what
Yeah.
we should do first, and then maybe if we hit the next $100, we'll do an AMA, and we will get some of the voice actors.
Voice actors, cast, and everything like that.
Yeah, and how
definitely.
we're working on it, and then maybe after that we could get some of the artists and animators. I feel like we'll do it that way.
And then after that, we can probably even just get some, like, people returning, famous people or whatever, coming to do their roles. So that would be kind of interesting, too. We've got options, guys. So that's definitely something that happened. We still have a shirt.
Yes, if you want to check out any of the shirts. So from producer, I'm not looking forward to the next episode of Doctor Who. Definitely not the best Doctor Light episode.
What's the next one? It's...
I actually don't know. I never watched the previews.
It's the one with Moaning Myrtle.
Oh, the monsters
Yeah.
in love or whatever like that. I actually like that episode.
Hated it.
It's very interesting.
I only like it because Moaning Myrtle.
Yes,
But
yeah,
other
yeah.
than that,
The random scene where they've got like a band and they're singing ELO.
I just like it because it's like it kind of gives us a whole understanding when it comes to just like, well, still, it doesn't take much for you to be a hero, and you choosing to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. It's something that exists in all of us. It just depends on what it is to push you in that direction. That's what I love about the episode.
but if
anyway.
you want to, we're going to talk about it more next Sunday, so
Yes.
make sure to tune in. Click the little bell button so you'll be notified because our live streams do go kind of off the rails
Off the
sometimes,
rails
and they're not
sometimes.
always at the exact time that we say they're going to be. I mean, it's
This
a
is
live
live
show.
TV. Yes.
So there's nothing we can really do about it. But do you have any last comments about this particular episode?
Set design was great. I love costume design. Casting was impeccable. Everyone on it that was cast was great. Yes for the Beast. Yes for, of course, the Doctor finally, when he starts to wear spacesuits.
Yep.
Oh, man, it became a thing for so long after that. Everyone loved to see it.
Possible Ash, or all that other stuff, right?
Yes, yes.
No, was that
I think
the
so.
episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a big thing, and we love that too. And also, we didn't really have to deal with too much Rose on this episode.
Not a whole lot.
So I was happy about that.
And it was good. But mostly
Yeah.
the costuming and the suspense between the Ood and
And the
Toby
introduction of the Ood.
and the Beast. Like, I thought they were extremely formidable, and it was
Yes.
one of the few times that I'm like, the Doctor doesn't have this in the bag. You saw a little bit of fear when he was like, wait, who are you? I don't
How
know
do
who
you
you
know
are.
me?
I can't
Yeah.
read this. TARDIS isn't working. My TARDIS has gone into the black hole abyss.
Shit.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's a standout episode.
It is, and I really liked it. Let's start with ratings.
All right. Combined, I would actually give this a 5. I
And
don't.
while
give,
we are rating it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We hope that you guys go ahead and rate it in the chat. Kind of tell us what you guys thought about these two episodes, and just give us one rating for the two combined.
Yeah.
So
And Toku Kid, we were talking about Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter. You'll recognize the voice. as soon
yeah,
as you
you'll
watch
see.
the episode.
You'll see.
But yeah, I want to give this a 5, and I don't give too many early episodes of Doctor Who a rating of a 5. It's few and far between.
5 is the highest.
It is, and I thoroughly enjoyed this as a two-parter.
Nice. For this episode itself, like I said, all the points that I said I did love about it. We even had references to things that happened later. Like I said, not too much Rose, so I was happy with it. Nice butt shot. And with everything else that happened on it, introduction of faith and some level or concept of religion when it comes to Doctor Who
Yes.
is something that's really touching. You don't know why would you ever really want to do it. They did it well. And they expound on it in a way that I didn't expect, and I loved it. So this episode on its own gets a complete 5 across the board for me. I love this episode.
Nice, and
I
Larry
love
Newville
it.
gives it a 4.5. It's high
That's
ratings.
right.
I feel like this is one of the few
definitely.
memorable. Like as Tenet goes on, they get progressively better. I already know that I'm going to be giving out a lot more 5s than I did
heck
with,
yeah.
when it was Rose and
Heck
Eccleston.
yeah. Producer Josh, what is your rating on this episode, the two together?
This is a 4.5.
4.5. Why 4.5 and not just a full-on 5?
There were a few minor plot things that I just didn't like.
There's a lot of plot.
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah,
Okay.
just like random things with mostly with the crew.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like random people floating in space and not really. It was just
Well, Edna
weird.
died.
The way I felt like there was a better way that they could have approached getting rid of people.
Okay.
that's
okay.
true. I mean,
But outside of that, this was an A plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
super solid.
Definitely.
Matthew Thompson gives it a 4 out of 5. Who are your favorite classic Doctors? Tom Baker's a good one.
Ooh, classic Doctors. I'm gonna definitely say Tom Baker. I love the fact that he shows back up, and now he's no longer a Doctor. He's gone back into an old regeneration of himself, and he chooses to call himself the curator.
Curator, the art-
It
the
just
art
made
dude.
sense.
Yeah.
It really made sense.
And it's something that he always wanted to do.
Yes,
and like
and he
we,
tells and he tells him
It's great.
some
It-
of us will go back to seeing things that we. And I was
Yeah.
like,
so good.
that touched
It was
me because
such
I
a
was
good
like,
one.
this is where
the
the
feels
Doctor
hit
may
you,
end.
and especially
Yes.
right before they all leave, and it's
Yes.
just like, damn.
Yeah, so it's like I'm giving you I'm letting you peer into your future. Just wink. And I was like, I love that. Oh, producer writer JD, did you see these episodes from before? The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit, Doctor Who. Do you remember?
Doesn't remember.
Ah, dang.
But that's
I was
okay.
like,
I
he'll
think-
remember. He'll tell me.
But yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up. It's a really highly rated episode. If you're going to go back
Definitely.
and rewatch any of these old Who's, this is one that we highly recommend.
Ooh.
I feel like you don't need to know too much about anything about Doctor Who to enjoy these.
Yes, that's actually very true. These are like one shots almost. You can just watch it and you're like, dang, this
There's a
was
couple
good
of them
show.
with Tenet. The writing does get progressively better. The budget gets progressively better, as we see with the Beast versus like something like the mannequins walking around.
Oh yeah, come on,
It
dude.
gets a lot better. So
Yes.
we want to grow this fandom, especially with you guys, you hashtaggers. We want this to be a big thing. We are big
Yes.
Whovians. We want you to be big Whovians. So if you have any friends, try to get them into it. We want to make this channel grow. like Rita Repulsa or Zed.
Yes,
Rest in peace,
make this channel grow. Make the show grow. All you have to do is tell a friend and tell them, set up something so it's like, hey, watch this episode. I'll be watching it also. It's going to be live. You'll see me chime in the chat. They'll chime in the chat. Hey, you're getting internet famous by even chiming in the chat that has your name there. And we'll read it, and we definitely will. We're not even telling you, hey, hit us with a super chat. We'll just go ahead and read it. So this way your friend hears your name, and they're like, oh, my God, we'll blow you up. We'll make you one of the biggest people in the world. Doesn't matter.
Thank you so much for joining. This is one of the better like chats that we've had in a few
Definitely.
weeks. We have been off for 3 weeks, so we are so happy to be back. If you want to check out other content, you want to go to that hashtag show's Instagram page. Producer Josh and I were just in Vegas covering the grand opening of the Razor store.
That's right.
Over at the Link, the Promenade area. It was super fun. We're gonna have some content up on there. We're website too, right?
Yeah, website, and we'll have a video going up on either YouTube or Facebook.
Yeah, so on YouTube, so check out that hashtagshow.com on the website. We're gonna have at least one article. It's a huge store. It's one of the biggest. It is the biggest store.
That's right.
Worldwide, and the second store in the United States.
That's right.
It was a super fun thing. So make sure to subscribe to our social media. Make sure to check out our website, that hashtagshow.com, and if you want to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.
Yeah, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So exactly.
Oh yeah, I went backwards.
I
went backwards. I haven't been here for 3 weeks, and I was like, wait, this is how we ended.
Still
Did you hear me
got there.
trail?
No,
Did you hear me trail off? I was
yes,
like, that's not
no,
right.
but you still went through it. So
Timey
it was
wimey
perfectly
wibbly
fine.
wobbly, take that crop and put it into the right order. Thank you so much.
That's right. For geek pop culture.
Bye.